Everyone, in our last video we have seen how we can work with the different kind of different images, either it may be network image or it's a local asset kind of image. We have seen the uses the working of images in our last video. In this video I'm going to show you how we can work with the different kind of buttons and as well as icons. So we have a different kind of buttons, and again we can see like how we can work with both combination of icons and as well as buttons. So let's get into that. The first thing, so in this I'm just gonna write the icon, creating of an icon, something like this. And again inside, if you want to display what kind of icons, there are plenty of icons are available on this this widget. There are a lot of icons are available here. If you want to show some particular icon, if you can see, right, and icons dot, so all these icons, it's image icons, all these are images icons. You can see it, you can select any one of them. Otherwise, if you want to write any icon, you see, if I want to write some mail icon, and you can see that's automatically displayed here, the mail icon. In the same manner, if you want to write any kind of icons, it may be a bus, whatever, business. So if you write something, so as per that, the icon appears on your simulator. Along with this icon, they have other properties also are available for this. If you want to apply the color for these icons, you can apply some color stored at accent. So you can see now the icon will change its color. If you want to provide the size for this particular icon, you can give it a size like some anything, you can give it up. You can see, so in that manner you can give whatever icons you want. The next thing, we will see the button. there are different way of buttons are available here. You can see any number of buttons. You can see all these are materialistic design, or it may be a Cupertine kind of buttons. You can see any kind of buttons. In the material system, we have a pretty number of buttons. It may be a flat button, raised button, floating action button. We have seen, right, floating action button already over here. This is a floating action button. In the same manner, we have different kind of buttons. In that, most usually buttons are raised buttons and as well as the flat buttons. So depends on our requirement, we can use whatever the button we want. So as of now, right now I want to write the button, so just replace this with the flat button. First I'm just writing a flat button over here. So inside the flat button, you can write the first property inside this flat button. This will give you a title. So this will give you a text to your buttons. So you can write here, click here. So you can see like one warning is showing here, right? It is asking us to if you want to see this, right, click on it. It is asking for the required properties. So this Flutter is asking us to write property for the on pressed. So right now we are not doing anything here, just we'll simply write here. Inside this, we write something called okay, press this button, wrote something like this, and you can see it automatically it appears here. But you can see it, it's a flat button. That is the reason you don't see anything over here. If I click on here, you can see the, if you want to give some background color, you can able to see it. You can give some color. So you can see now the button is displayed. Now it's showing like a button exactly. So we have created one on press method here. When you click on this, you can see okay, there is no console window. So I want to open the console window in VS Code. So you can go to the view, and in the view you can see, you can click the output here. In that, if you go to the console, you can see I have pressed previously one time, right? So press this button again. If you want to press one time here, you can see the output is displaying over here. So right now I can close this, and there's a flat button. So now next I want to show you the raised button. So the raised button and flat button are almost same. Only thing is the flat button you don't see, right? There is no, let me show you, it's on pressed. Right now I'm not doing anything here. And next I'll write some text here. Click me. So I wrote here, if you can see it, right? the difference between the raised button and the flat button. If you see the flat raised button, there is some drop shadows, a kind of a shadow is appearing on the button on the back end. If you can observe it very clearly, if you can see the same button, if you write it as a flat button, you can see there is no shadow here. Now it's a completely plain button, but if you write, let me give you more difference on this. So color, I'll use same color I'll use in both the places. See, now you can see, right, there is no drop shadow, there is no shadow appeared over here. But if I change it to a raised button, you can see there are some shadows appearing. That is the difference of the raised button as well as the flat button. So in this way you can create a buttons in your application wherever you want. So I have showed you the difference of the raised button as well as a flat button. Yeah, so far we have seen icons and flat button, and we have seen the difference of a flat button as well as a raised button. Now next we can see the combination of icon as well as a button. In that, first I have to go to the raised button. Inside that I have something called icon here. So here so I write a property called icon, and again there is a widget called icon. So I have to inside this I can simply write icons dot the same thing mail. So here we don't have a child property, instead we have a property called label. So now we have converted this to your label. Now you can see the combination of icon as well as a button. So now in this raised button we have both text and as well as a icon here. Again the same place here, already we have created a property previously on pressed. In this on pressed we have not written anything. Now you can write something like this, selected icon plus raised button. I wrote some default text here, and again if you want to view this text, again go to the view and just open the debug console. So in this console, okay, so if you click here, you can see you have the whatever the text we have written there, it was printed over here. So this is what the components that's the few components we have seen from our previous tutorial. That's we have seen about the image, button as well as icons here. This is what the component. It's not like this. There are some pretty more components that are available in this Flutter, which will be more flexible to your UI.